Hi everyone, it's time for J7409 weather. I'm going to go ahead and tell you tomorrow, Tuesday, I am going to be calling it a severe weather alert day. I'm going to go ahead and call it that. You can see right here, the percentage-wise is going up now for Oklahoma, parts of Kansas into Missouri. So tomorrow, Tuesday, should be a severe weather alert a day. Heavy rain is likely from the northern Oklahoma area to southern Michigan, with some getting 2 to 4 inches by Wednesday morning. And snow should happen across western Nebraska to eastern Montana. As you can see, we have some in Minnesota, but it's changing over to rain, and it's fairly light snow as of today. That and more is coming up on Today, of course, is Monday, the 29th of April, 2019. Late yesterday evening at my house, EDT time, there was a tornado in Kansas. There was a tornado in Kansas. I'll get to all the severe weather coming up in just a few moments. But first, what is happening actually today with these systems? This is the NAM 12K. We'll turn it on. Here we go. This weather pattern will continue to be unsettled across much of the plains, and it's going to extend westward across the Rockies. Now, a quasi-stationary frontal boundary is forecast to become established from the central Rockies to the Midwest, and also extending eastward to the Mid-Atlantic region. Multiple waves of low pressure are expected along this front and result in areas of enhanced rainfall. Like I said earlier, the heaviest rain is likely from northern Oklahoma to southern Michigan, with some locations getting 2 to 4 inches of rain by Wednesday morning. Now, there is an increased threat of flash flooding across the Central Plains, where multiple rounds of thunderstorms are expected. Now, the threat of severe weather increases across the southern plains today, with the best moisture and upper level forcing residing over this region, and then across the Central Plains tomorrow in a warm sector of a surface low. That's what's going to make the chances increase. Now, across the Rockies, heavy snow will be making the headlines for the beginning of this work week, with the potential for 1 to 2 feet of accumulation for only the higher mountain ranges. Now, this will be enhanced by moist upslope flow on the north side of this front. Now, some snow is also likely across the western high plains from western Nebraska to eastern Montana. So far as the temperatures go, they're going to continue to remain below average across the northern tier of the nation through the start of this week, with the greatest departures from normal across the northern plains. Warmer than normal readings are expected across the desert southwest and southern plains south of all of these frontal boundaries. I want to thank Tropical Tidbits for letting us use this map. It's pretty accurate. You can see what's going on. As I said earlier, I'm calling tomorrow a severe weather alert day, but let's look at today, Monday, what is happening. You can see we have the slight risk. It's very, very possible, folks, up in the panhandle of Texas, over in Texas and in Oklahoma. You could have some severe thunderstorms that could turn into a tornado. It's looking like tomorrow this is going to be the rise when we could have an outbreak. But as of today, these strong severe thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and evening from the high plains of West Texas northeastward into central Oklahoma, as well as across part of the upper Ohio Valley. Strong to severe storms are possible tonight from northeast Mexico into the Texas Panhandle and a portion of Oklahoma and southern Kansas overnight. Now, with these storms firing up this afternoon going through tonight, You have a 15% chance of hail being with these storms in Oklahoma and Texas, also in the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, also over in New Mexico. 5% everywhere else. It moves all the way up into Ohio. Ohio, you have a chance for rain and maybe some severe storms may pop up. So keep this in mind. For this afternoon and tonight, the wind's going to pick up. Here's the greatest chance for the really windy conditions. But let me keep in my mind and your mind the reality, if any of these storms do form, the wind is going to pick up wherever you are. That goes with a 5% chance in the brown from Ohio all the way down to Texas. When we come to the actual tornado probabilities, it's only a 5%, but it doesn't take but 1% to make one. From Texas up into Oklahoma, as I was talking about just a few moments ago. Other than that, we have a 2% chance up in Ohio, also in portions of Pennsylvania, and all the surrounding areas in green here. So once again, as we look at the entire map in general for severe weather today, it could break out anywhere from California to New Jersey to New York. We could have some severe thunderstorms to pop up, but the greatest chance of this happening once again is in Texas, Oklahoma, central areas, and the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas, and parts of New Mexico. And I am, once again, I want to stress this to you guys, calling tomorrow a severe weather outlook day because the chances are going up. Warm air is going to mix with the cooler air, and you know what happens when they collide. And right in this area of Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, it has got up to a 30% probability. You can understand why I'm calling this a severe alert weather day, because when it was 30% before, we had those outbreaks. It looks like it could be an outbreak with tornadoes happening quite frequently. I'm not saying they're going to. I'm saying there is that possibility, and I want you guys to be aware and safe. And now, as you can see, those rain and thunderstorms, as I was just showing you, do reach from California all the way over to New Jersey, up into Massachusetts, and a little of New Hampshire. This is where a chance of thunderstorms could be today, with the most severe weather hatching up here in Oklahoma, Texas, and the Texas Panhandle and Oklahoma Panhandle. This is for today for severe thunderstorms and the possibility of some hatching up a tornado. Now, as we look at the snow, heaviest snow up in Wyoming, parts of Montana, a little bit of South Dakota. Most of what you see here, I know a lot of my friends watching are in Minnesota. This is just mixed precipitation in North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, moving on down, as you can see. Also in South Dakota, Nebraska, all of these blue areas over in Idaho, Washington, and parts of Nevada and California. This is mixed precipitation. It's looking like, for the most part, there's no watches and warnings up in this area as of now. And what should happen is, if you get anything this warm's coming up, it's going to melt. It's not going to be anything significant. That's what it's looking like now. Heavier snow, once again, though, is in these areas right here with the white lines through them, from Colorado to Wyoming and parts of Utah, and that is mainly in the mountainous areas of these regions. Now, we do have just plain old snow going on over in Wyoming, South Dakota, and Montana. And that's a check of your weather today with J7409. So please be aware of what's going on in your areas. We could have freezing rain, clipping part, Vermont, New Hampshire, right in this area. I think that's mainly going to be freezing rain. And for all my friends up in Canada, what is it looking like? This is a mixture with the heaviest snow right in here. You got a little bit over in Vancouver of a mixture. It could be cold rain, more or less. It could have a little snow mixed in it, but for the most part, I think it's just going to be a chilly rain, if any materializes at all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, my friends. I appreciate you watching. Please share this video information with your friends, your family, on your social media. Help me to keep everyone safe and make sure they're aware of what's going on in their areas. Peace, love, and kindness to all, and thank you so much for watching.